What is up, LOCKTALK family? It's your boy Jason. I'm here for another MLB breakdown video. And guys, thank you so much for all the support. We really grew this channel over the week from 100 to over 300 people. Thank you so much. And if you want me to keep on coming up here and dropping these absolute gems for you guys, I've been absolutely killing you with the free plays I've been dropping on here. Shoot me a sub, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and put that notification bell so you never miss a pick. And guys, I'm here to talk about an MLB breakdown for a particular game. I went on my free channels on my Instagram and Telegram and I asked you guys, what do you guys want to see more of? And everyone voted for MLB game sides or totals. I'm going to talk about one game. We have a smaller slate today. I got to keep some for the premium guys. But if you want all the picks that I'm giving out to all my premium guys and what I'm betting, go into the description or the pinned comment down below. I have a bunch of partner apps that you can sign up with using our codes and links. And if you sign up using our codes and links, just shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll get you added for absolutely free. So let me get straight into the video, man, and what we're going to talk about today. So Toronto Blue Jays against the Baltimore Orioles. All these games start at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern times. If you're at work and you got to get home and you want to watch the game, you have a lot of time. You don't have to sneak into your bathroom or put the screen up on your computer at work. You can watch the games probably from the comforts of your home after getting it back home. But looks at the line for the over-under at 7.5, and then money lines pretty reasonable on both sides. Minus 150. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Detroit Tigers. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's minus 7.5 still, but minus 124 and plus 106 for Toronto. So depending on what book you have, obviously line shop to the best you can for the best line for whatever game. But that's why go on that pin comment down below. You could see some of the sportsbook partners we got that you guys can definitely sign up with. But all right, in terms of where the bets are, looks like most of the people are on the Orioles money line. They've been one of the hottest teams so far, man. I think the Orioles will continue to have another great game, but we have a great pitching matchup. Kevin Gausman on Toronto against Grayson Rodriguez on the Baltimore Orioles side. I mean, both guys they've had pretty decent seasons, but I would say both guys have not been doing too good as of late. I'm going to start by talking about the Toronto Blue Jays pitcher, Kevin Gausman. And yeah, man, I mean, the one thing I will say that he has pretty insane home and away splits. Like, he is pretty serviceable on the road, basically a 1-0 whip, but at home, bro, pull up a 1.74 whip at home. Granted, he's only played 2 games at home versus 5 on the road, so maybe the sample size isn't big enough, but that's fairly concerning. And the other thing that is concerning about this matchup is he is terrible against left-handed bats, and I believe depending on who comes up in the lineup for the Orioles, he's going to be facing around 5 to 6 lefties, and some of those lefties are the toughest guys in the game. Gunnar Henderson, Ryan O'Hearn, Cedric Mullins. I mean, Cedric Mullins hasn't been hitting as well recently, but I mean, Gunnar Henderson's one of the hottest bats. I talked about him as a game pick or mentioned him in one of my older videos for the props. So if you guys want more props, man, tell me down below. But we could definitely be talking about props in another video. But I'm talking to the people, man. You guys want some game sides? I'm talking about it right now. But yeah, I think it's a terrible spot for him, man. He's going against an Orioles team who's been super dangerous so far, at least in the last month in May. One of the best teams against right-handed bats. Low strikeout rate, good power numbers. And again, I mean, this goal right here, look at who he has to face, man. I mean, this is going to be a tough game for him. So I don't know, man. I don't love it, but like, let's look at see who the Baltimore Orioles got right now. And they got my man Grayson Rodriguez. And Grayson, I mean, he has that strikeout stuff, but when he gets hit, he can get absolutely rocked. Pretty high hit percentage rate, in my opinion. Decent, expected numbers, but I mean, he does give up some contact. He hasn't looked too good in his last few games. Got rocked by the the Red Sox. And he did get the win against the White Sox, but he did give up 2 earned runs, had 5 walks and 7 strikeouts. So he's been getting rocked, but still been striking out the shit out of guys. But it's going to be tough against the Blue Jays team, who's actually been the second best batting team against right-handed pitchers so far in the month of May. One of the highest walk rates, 10.4%, and one of the lowest K rates at 18%, and pretty high OPS, isolated power numbers. I mean, Toronto's number 3 in OPS, and then number 3 in ISO, number 2 in WRC plus, man. So I mean, Grayson has not looked good in his last 2 games, been giving up runs, giving up a lot of walks. I think he might have a difficult time because also being on the road is one of his worst splits. So both pitchers not in their best form and in their worst splits. It's a tough one, man. I mean, I don't really know who I really want to go with on the side, to be honest. But if I did have to pick a side, I do think, even with the bad things I just said about Grayson Rodriguez, I do think he is the better pitcher. He can strike out this team, but I mean, if I was forced to pick a side, for me, I would kind of have to roll a slight lean to the Orioles money line. I kind of maybe have to roll the play. I do think that the Orioles, you know, they've had a little bit of a tougher schedule. I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays, like, in all due respect, I mean, who have they really played in the last week? They played the Pirates, who've been absolutely terrible. The White Sox, who've been absolutely terrible. They did go against the Tigers, but I mean, they almost got swept. They lost 3 straight games against the Tigers. Tigers have been probably the only decent team in this list as of their recent games. And Orioles, in their own respect, the White Sox have not been good. The Red Sox this season have been okay, playing a little bit better. And Tampa Bay, they've been doing a little bit better. But I would, in my opinion, I don't know. I think the Orioles matchups have been a little bit tougher. That's my opinion. I do think that's what I personally think. But I do think, you know, this total's a little weird, so I don't know what exactly is going to happen yet. But I do like an over in this game. I do think maybe a first 5 or whole game over. The Blue Jays bullpen's not that great. Orioles bullpen is definitely a little bit better, and they'll probably have more guys available. We did absolutely kill it in premium today, just because we had raised one of our best picks. They killed it. They crushed the bullpen because the Orioles had no bullpen at all. So, I mean, yeah, man. For me, if I had to, my favorite bet probably for this game, if I was forced to make a bet, would be the over in this game. But I'm not really sure if they're going to open the roof, who the umpire is going to be, and who's going to be available for that bullpen. I assume because Orioles rested most of their guys yesterday, that they will have most of their guys available upcoming. And the Blue Jays bullpen is not that good. So I do think both starting pitchers are prone to get rocked. So maybe the first 5 over may be a better game line. So we take a look at the first 5 over. It's probably, I imagine, at 4 or 4.5. Let's see, 4.5. It's at 3.5 or 4. Well, the line's real shitty right now. 3.5 minus 160, 4.5 plus 105. I mean, so they're not really making it easy for us. But I do think a first 5 over is definitely valid, but a whole game over as well. So for my game pick, man, for the sake of the video, I like the Orioles, slightly into Orioles and a lean on the over. But guys, if this has been helpful, please shoot me a sub, like, comment what you think. Who do you guys got for this game? If you're a Yankees fan or you're a part of the American League, there's obviously big implications for the entire division, but I think it's an extremely good matchup. Kevin Gausman against Grayson Rodriguez. Who do you got? But you guys know what I got. If you want to roll and find out what I got for every single game or what my best picks are, shoot into premium. But nonetheless, guys, let's cash another YouTube video, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.